Hasn't been the best, so hopefully if everything goes right, he'll be right.
All right. And you won the race 2 years ago.
That's correct, yeah, Blyle did, yeah.
And you're one of the leading jockeys from Alice Springs.
That's correct, yeah. I've been in Alice Springs for quite a while. Weight problems sort of forced me up there, and Alice Springs has been quite good to me.
Okay, well, all the very best. Nice to meet you, Barry. It's been a big day for the Alice Springs trainers so far. Let's hope it continues for you.
Thank you very much for that.
Good on you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Graham, and thanks, Barry. By the way, that protest on the last at Hamilton is still on, far and wide, to have a crack at this Darwin Cup this afternoon, including from the national capital. Let's go back to Graham McNeice as we count down towards the Darwin Cup.
Thank you very much, Matt. Yes, the Duchess of Darwin, as she's fondly called up here now. Barbara Joseph has 2 runners engaged, Sporting and also, of course, McJoey. Now, let's firstly talk about Sporting, Barb.
Yeah, Sporting, he's had 2 nice runs up here and got home very well, but the only thing that's worrying me here today is that nothing's coming from behind, so Sporting might have to be the first horse here today to come from back in the field, and I just hope that Troy can get him into a position where that he can get home.
He's certainly got the ability, hasn't he?
Yes, he's definitely got the ability, but I don't know why the track's playing this way today. It seems to be front runners, but look, he's a horse, he's got a great heart, this little horse, and he just tries his heart out when he's in a race.
Now, what about McJoey?
McJoey came up here, and his 2 runs before last week were average. He ran 2/5, which was nice, and he was wide all the way. But his run here last Wednesday in the lead up to the race in the Weight for Age, it was a wonderful run. Paul Denton rode him a treat. He beat him last year on the beam, and he knew how to ride him. And I expect him to be well and truly in the race as well.
What about the White Alley then?
Well, we're just going to have to leave it up to Paul Denton to get him in.
Okay. And I tell you what, you've got the Sporting fan club up here. By golly, you've got some wonderful owners there.
We've got some very colourful owners.
Very colourful
owners.
Very
colourful. Very colourful owners. Yeah, they're a great bunch of fellas, these, and they absolutely love racing, and they love this little horse. So you'll hear a lot of noise if he looks like winning the race.
Do we expect to hear a lot of noise if Sporting wins? Yeah! Thought we might. Very, very colourful indeed. All right, Barb, I know it's your big moment. You've got to go and let the jockeys up and give them their final instructions. I think if you've already done that.
I've missed it. I think he must have sprung on.
But you certainly give them the instructions.
Yes, I have.
All the best, Barb. I hope to catch you in the winner's circle after the race.
I hope you're right, Graham.
Right, Adele.
Thank you.
There he is, the Baroness of Bombala, the Duchess of Darwin, the one and only Barbara Joseph. She's got 2 runners engaged in the Carlton and United Darwin Cup. Coming up in just a few moments' time, in fact, the runners are going onto the track for the big event.
And Barb's got the favourite because Sporting is currently $5.10 and the popular pick in quite an open race, but it's the favourite Sporting, with more on the Darwin Cup still to come. Nowra, race 5, the full call for the Cup, race 9, 20 Belial, Sporting 5.10, Fra Omega 17, Kaimessa 9.50, Tristace 8, Centre Run 24, McJoey $6.40, and Mighty McCool is at $19. $7.90 for Star Bullet, 30 Sundance Kid, $6.40 Dancing Apollo, and Sir Rossi is at 12. And that's Darwin coming up in 6. Selections there, 2 to beat 5 and 7 from Mick. Now we're going to Nowra Greyhounds, and here is Graham Tonkin.
Going over.
Up 20 for Belial, Sporting $5, 17 Fra Omega, 9.60 Kaimessa, Tristace 8.20, 24 Centre Run, 6.30 for McJoey, $18 for Mighty McCool, 7.80 Star Bullet, Sundance Kid 30, Dancing Apollo 6.40, Sir Rossi at 12, and the Darwin Cup is only about 3 minutes away. Queensbury World, the winner at Nowra, 3.30, 1.40, Amaru Band at 1.40, Contest at 2.70, 3.25. Those placings are official. They're at the barrier at Darwin for the last race, the Darwin Cup, and about to move in. Let's take a short break, and as we do that, I'll look back at last year's Cup taken out by On the Beam.
By McJoey on the beam, Belial, and further out on the track, Sinclair running home well, but McJoey raced to the front from Proven Zam on the beam up along the rails. He's the danger. On the beam comes it McJoey and Proven Zam, who won't give in. McJoey coming back at On the Beam, who's still in front near home. Getting everything out of On the Beam, and he'll win the Cup. On the Beam, 3/4 McJoey.
Great scene, Fanny Bay Racecourse in the Northern Territory, Darwin, and the Darwin Cup coming up in just a few moments' time. Enormous crowd, which is always the case at Darwin. on their big day of the year, the first Monday in August, and runners are behind the barrier and about to move in. Carlton and United Breweries, a very loyal sponsor. 490 Sporting and McJoey 620. So the stablemates are the favourites. 650 Dancing Apollo, 790 Star Bullet, $8 Tristace and Kai Messer, 970 moving in for the Darwin Cup. Just before we head trackside, a quick update for the race that follows. Traralgon Greyhounds, Nike's Destiny 240, Benazzi 20, 16 Nuvo Lari, Bring the Bacon 890, 940 Vino Veritas, 41 Enduro Princess, Sadler's Hill 330 and Dr. Evil 990. That's Traralgon coming up in 5 minutes. But they're moving in very quickly at Darwin for the Cup. Let's join Mick Stumbles.
Pulled away from attendance. Sporting $4.90 on the Queensland TAB. Dancing Apollo was favourite in the early fluctuations on the tote and has been very well supported in the betting ring. Kai Messer set. Tristace comes up. Sporting about to go in alongside Tristace. Sundance Kid still away with Fra Omega. Mighty McCool, as Sir Rossi is about to link in. McJoey behind the line, but so is Star Bullet. Sir Rossi's in. Michael Carl riding a half over on Sir Rossi for the Petrick stable. Centre run, jockey just keeping out of the saddle to keep the weight off his back. Belial standing in well with Dancing Apollo on the inside. Kai Messer in gate number 4. Tristace 5, Sporting 6, Sir Rossi 7. Mighty McCool moves up. Sundance Kid about to join them. Just a little fracture. Sundance Kid straightened up. Taken away again. He'll be led around and will attempt to get him in this time. There's McJoey back behind the line with Star Bullet and Fra Omega. Sundance Kid is ready now. Star Bullet coming up. And McJoey. Fra Omega will complete the line for the Carlton Darwin Cup of 2000. They're just about ready. Fra Omega's in. So they're all in the gates. Starter getting into position to release them. Line is on. Oh, it's a beautiful line. Kai Messer just a bit toey. The rest stand beautifully. Star Bullet fractious. Dancing Apollo a little fractious, and she got out reasonably well towards the inside. Kai Messer came out quickly, so did Mighty McCool, showing good speed early, but Kai Messer's going to get up sides with Dancing Apollo. Past the judge on the first occasion. Mighty McCool's out 3 deep, working up towards the front. Over on the rails, Belial in a lovely position. Star Bullet is in the centre. Fra Omega out 3 deep as they sweep out of the straight. A length and a half to centre run. McJoey on his outside, about 2 lengths further back. Sir Rossi, Sundance Kid out 3 deep. Tristace next to last. And Sporting about 2.5 to 3 lengths back at the tail of the field. Mighty McCool went to the front, 14.50 to run in the cup. Kicked out a length and a half, Dancing Apollo, Kai Messer and Star Bullet trapped out 3 deep. A length and a half, Belial over on the inside of McJoey as they go by the 1,300 metre point. Further back the centre run, the inside of Sundance Kid. Then there's a length further back to Sir Rossi. Sporting is next to last as they ease the speed up front. And over on the inside of Sporting, back at the tail of the field, is Tristace. Mighty McCool by the 1,000, well rated in front by a length and a half over Kai Messer. Star Bullets working very hard out 3 deep, trying to improve. Dancing Apollo fourth the fence. Then Belial from McJoey. Fra Omega's been wide from the jump. A length further back to centre run, then 3/4 of a length to Sporting the outside, running home very fast in company with Sundance Kid. Sir Rossi and Tristace buried the rails last. 5.50 to run. Fra Omega dashed to the lead, kicked away by a length and a half to Mighty McCool. A length further back, Star Bullet, then McJoey the inside. Sporting close enough if good enough, and I think you can safely forget the rest. They're 5 or 6 lengths away, headed by Sundance Kid. Fra Omega dashed away in the cup. He's 4 in front of Mighty McCool. Down the outside, Sporting and McJoey's running home pretty well, and Star Bullet is still there. Fra Omega in front, 100 out. Star Bullet, McJoey and Sporting the outside are coming hard. Star Bullet reached the lead from McJoey near home, and Star Bullet's going to win the Carlton Darwin Cup by a length and a half over McJoey. Sporting may have grabbed third from Faramiga, who nicked off too early, but he was deep for most of the trip. Was a great run under the circumstances. Then Mighty McCool, a break. Sundance Kid, Tristace never in the race. From Sir Rossi a long way back, centre run. Kai Messer, Dancing Apollo and Belial about the last in the Colin Darwin Cup of 2000. Star Bullet for Gary Clark and Steve Painter have won the Cup. Congratulations to them. He was no better than 3 and 4 wide the whole trip and has still been able to beat them. Magnificent performance. The 6-year-old Grey Gelding by Bite the Bullet out of lots of flair, and he certainly showed lots of that today. And by M. Burns and B. David, trained by Steve Painter, ridden by Gary Clark. He's clearly won the Cup. Standing by for the official placings. The numbers are not up as yet, but 9 Star Bullet, a clear-cut winner for Gary Clark in 2:03.63.
9, 7 and 2 Star Bullet. The run of that third horse has been outstanding. Sporting, considering horses haven't been coming from behind today, to come from last and finish the race off as well as he did. It's been a terrific performance. Barbara Joseph with second and third. She had second last year, and the 2 place getters this year, McJoey and Sporting, certainly haven't let anyone down. Now, Traralgon race 6, 2-8.
Horse, Graham, very versatile. They've run the race in a couple of different ways and it didn't worry him. He can adjust really quick, he can lead, he can go back. Something takes off early, he can chase. You know, he's very good.
Chase, all right. I mean, he was wide all the way, kept finding something. And did you think at the top of the straight you were going to still find the line as well as you did?
He always finds about 4 or 5 when he straightens up. He doesn't gallop around the bends as well as he does when he straightens up. I was pretty confident.
I tell you, confident, Rock, because I remember interviewing you earlier in the day and you said you wouldn't swap this for anything. You were that confident.
Good on you, Banty.
Good stuff.
What a moment, eh? This is the big moment for you, isn't it?
This is it, yep.
Eh? A wonderful moment, you and the family.
Yep, this is it.
Okay. Well, congratulations, Gary.
Thanks a lot.
Well done, mate. Well done. Okay, there he is, Gary Clark. And if anyone who saw the interview earlier in this afternoon with Gary, I'm sure you'd been swayed into at least having something on Star Bullet, because he said he wouldn't have swapped this for the world. He was so confident about his chance this afternoon. I tell you what, if you were on it in running, when he was caught wide, one would have thought that he would have to, cave in the home straight, but he's just all guts this galloper, and he kept finding plenty in the straight. 8.20 and 2.60 for the win. McJoey, $2.30, 2.10 for Sporting. McJoey's run gallant in defeat, second again in 2 successive Darwin Cups. Sporting coming from near the tail of the field to get third at $2.10. The Quinella, $27.80, the trifecta dividend you see. Happy owners here today, and a very happy trainer. Good on you, Gaz. And trainer Steve Painter. Where is Steve Painter? I can't find the trainer Steve Painter. Steve won't be here?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, hello. Yes, Sue, is it?
Yes, it is.
Hey, how are you? Sorry, Sue, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
What a thrill.
It is, it's enormous.
Yes.
Absolutely enormous. We thought the horse had a chance, but, you know, he'd drawn wide and...
Steve Painter, Susie Painter,
Yes.
That's right, yeah. I only met you the first time at the ball the other night.
Yes.
So, were you surprised at the way he kept giving so much and, lifting in the home straight?
No, he's an honest horse, and I've always laughed. He's more honest than any of his connections.
Say no more. Well, that's a wonderful thrill, I know, for you, for the owners, for the jockey, and also for Steve. So congratulations, and go and have a wonderful time with the presentation. You deserve it. Okay, thanks, Sue, and very nice to meet you after all this time. Well, there you have it. Sue was talking to David Aldred, and we'll get a chance to talk to the chief executive here for what has been an extraordinary day here. I'm dying to find out what the crowd is. At around about an hour and a half ago, the crowd was up for over 25,000. They were still coming in, so what the ultimate crowd was, I don't know. But having not been here for 5 years and coming back here this year and just seeing just how this place, not only has it grown, but so popular has it become, that it really is a credit to all concerned here at the Darwin Turf Club. I have Chief Executive David Aldred with me now, and if I have time, we've got a race coming up, I'm sure, somewhere. But we might just have a quick moment with David. David, first of all, that was a wonderful performance, wasn't it?
Oh, terrific performance and a local victory, a Darwin victory.
Yes, terrific. Victory. Yes, it was. You must be tickled pink of the reaction, the way that this has taken place and the reception and what have you from all concerned. And it has been a mightily successful day.
It's been a great work by the team. Everything's gone by clockwork and it's been a magnificent day. The crowd's up by 2,000 people.
Really?
For last count, we're over 24,900 people and still counting.
Yeah, and that was an hour and a half ago.
That was an hour and a half ago. So we've had a magnificent day and everything's gone so well.
Yeah. Congratulations, David. I really appreciate all your help and the way that you've looked after the Sky crew as well.
Thanks, Roman. We appreciate Sky as well.
Right up.
Green light on the race.
Let's go back to Darwin, back to Graham.
Righto, Matt, thank you. We spoke with Sue Painter just a short time ago. We were looking for Steve Painter. She said, no chance, you won't find him ever in the mounting yard. Well, we finally saw him out there and we dragged him in. He was very apprehensive about coming on camera. He's a very modest man, but I tell you what, I'm sure you're over the moon too, Steve.
Oh, it's quite exciting.
Quite exciting. I tell you what, that was one of the best Darwin Cup performances I think I've seen. He just kept lifting and lifting all the way down the straight after being wide.
Yeah, he's. We've never considered that he's, been in the top flight of horses, but he's what he makes up for in a bit of a, lack of ability. He's just got a heart as big as himself. He never stops trying.
He demonstrated that today, didn't he?
Yeah.
Going into the race, I mean, at the Calcutta yesterday, there was plenty of support for Star Bullet. Were you pretty confident about his chances?
We were up until the barrier draw. We thought he could run. He hadn't done anything wrong. He hadn't been beaten much, but he hadn't done anything wrong. And we thought, well, if we draw nice and he can get a cosy run, it'll help. And then he outcome 11, and that sort of, dented our confidence a bit. But Gary, he was one out, one back going out of the straight. So,
Well, I tell you what, Gary was keen on his chances. We spoke to him earlier in the day, and he said he wouldn't swap this for anything. He was very keen on it.
Gary's been sort of taken with him all the way through. He's ridden him all the way through, and he ran second in the weight for age last week and won 3 before that. And he kept jumping off. And when I worked him Friday morning, and he jumped off, he said, "No worries." So. Then Friday afternoon, outcome number 11.
Number 11, yeah.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah, but all was negated this afternoon by his magnificent heart.
Well, as I said, he don't stop trying.
Yeah.
You wish you had a few more like that. He's, just has a go.
Yeah. Were you going to celebrate tonight, mate?
Oh, I suppose.
Just a little one,
Might have a quiet drink.
Congratulations. I know you've had trained a couple of for the Darwin Cup over the years. Not all that many, but well done this afternoon.
Yeah, we're quite pleased.
Yeah,
good.
Congratulations to everyone in the stable as well, Sue and the whole gang.
Yeah, and everyone's helped out, of course, and the owners have been terrific. I'm really genuinely more pleased for them because they've been trying to win this race for a while, and they've spent a lot of money, and they've spent some big money. And this bloke, we didn't pay a lot for him, and he's the one that's finally been done the job for him, so I'm really pleased with him.
And they've stuck with you too, mate.
Yeah, I'm happy. That's good.
Which is one of the nice things in racing too when that happens. Good on you, mate.
Thanks,
Congratulations, Steve. Here he is, Steve Painter, the victorious trainer of the Carlton and United Darwin Cup for the year 2000. We've got another commitment coming up, I do believe, shortly, another race meeting. I've got an hour coming up. We might just have a quick peek at the tote market for that. And I'll get Chief Executive David Aldred in. I had to cut him short before. Rum Rebellion 450, 15 for 3 Jacks, Ultimate Victory 17, 680 for Tombe the Mist, Red Banner is at 280, 19 for World Challenge, Elusive Spy 690, and you saw the odds about the other greyhound number 8. David Aldred, I'll speak with David to wrap things up here in just a few moments' time, but in the meantime I'll hand it back to you, Matt, and then we'll just wrap things up on what has been a super day.
All right, Graham, thanks very much. They're about to move over there at Nowra, but this meeting, let's go back to Graham.
Yes, Matt, we'll have to get you up here in the not-too-distant future. It's one hell of an experience. I spoke to your dad earlier on, by the way, and he sends his best. David Aldred joins me once again. And David, Chief Executive of the Darwin Turf Club. The tote holdings here today were very good as well.
Oh, the tote holdings were over $1 million, Graham. So yes, we're just ecstatic with the result today. It's just getting bigger and better than ever.
And we're talking about the build-up of this carnival. I mean, over the weeks leading up to it and climaxing, it is so unique. And so many people have said to me time and time again, why don't they do this down in some of the big race days down in the eastern states that build up and have the very last event as the big part of the day?
Oh, it builds up to that. It builds up to that great climax. We've had 9 days for the carnival this year, and every one of the 9 days has been good, but each day has been just getting better and better, leading right up to the big one, the Carlton Darwin Cup.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to you all. Thank you so much. Our thanks to Carlton United, to MGM Grand, who've looked after us, to Ansett, who've flown us, and the Sky Channel crew up here. Our thanks also to our very good friends at Christos. wonderful seafood restaurant in town, as you know.
A great restaurant. You can't beat Christo's.
Christo's and Christo, and also Raylene. And, of course, our special thanks to the Darwin Turf Club for inviting us up here. 5 years since I've been here. It was worth every moment of me coming up here to this time. I loved every moment of it. Thanks again, David, and thanks for all your support as well.
Graham, I can't wait to next year, and having you all back here next year would be great. We'll get Tappy up here next year.
Yeah, Tappy, I promise you, Tappy's coming up shortly. Coming up next year. We've got night racing coming up shortly. I just heard in my ear then. Yeah, Tappy will be here next year.
Good on you, Graham.
Thanks,
Thank you.
David. And to my offsider, to Graham Dick and my Sky Channel crew, all the team at ABC in Brisbane. They've done a wonderful job. Thank you. And thank you, the viewer, for watching our coverage. We sincerely hope that you're back to Wimmera Tube this afternoon. In the meantime, Graham McNeese, on behalf of the Sky Race team, signing off from Fanny Bay in Darwin. Bye for now. Cheers. Thanks, guys.